How's it going, guys? It's TacTixHD here bringing you episode 5 of my NHL 12 expansion team mode series. And as you guys can see, right here's our NHL team looking pretty good, looking like a real NHL team now, opposed to the expansion team we were a few seasons ago. And then that was the NHL team, and next mission show the AHL team. We have some pretty good prospects: Neil Yakupov, Luke Adams, Austin Watson, Spalling, we have a few guys on defense, and then goalies really aren't that great. And right there's our overalls: 93 offense, 84 defense, and 83 goalie. Right here, I think in like December, picked up Emerson Edom off of waivers. B minus B potential. I have no idea why Anaheim sent him down through waivers. I would have just kept him scratched and not risked someone else picking him up. And anyway, I was able to get him, really good prospect. And right here, I made a huge trade for Jeff Skinner, All-Star. Traded Cam Atkinson, 83 overall right-wing sniper. First-round pick in Cal Comiskey, who's an 84 overall defender. I think he's like 28 years old at the moment. So that was a really good deal. And he's going to be our first line right wing with Chris Stewart as second line right wing. Right here's the All-Star game, guys. And as you can see, Jeff Skinner, after we traded for him, made the All-Star game, so that's pretty good. Tells me he's doing really well. And then our goalies didn't make the All-Star team, unfortunately. Right here, we're at the trade deadline. I decided to add another All-Star because, I mean, that's basically what you gotta do. I'm not gonna be able to to build from the draft. Really, the first 3 drafts, really the only draft picks that would end up being good by the time I want to win the cup. So basically, draft picks now are, unless they're going to be like an immediate, really good player, so 78 overall over at the draft, they're not really going to help me. So I decided to make a pretty big deal here, and I decided to trade Michael Granlund, 83 overall center, Jonathan Ericsson, 82 overall defenseman, and a second round pick for Jake Gardner, an 84 overall defenseman, who's really young. He's like 25 at the moment, and a 7th round pick, just added a little something for me. And Toronto said yes, luckily. And I don't know if you guys noticed there, but we finished the season 37-41, so we didn't make the playoffs, but we were almost 500. Right here, all the different retired players. Weren't St. Louis retired this year. Sean Avery, Corey Sarich, Scott Hannon, and so a lot of good guys. And our first pick of the draft was actually not until the 4th round. We were able to get a pretty good player in Wade Moss, 6.5 offense, 7 defense, 7.5 athleticism. And like I said, I used like the second pick for Gardner trade. I forget where the 3rd pick went, and the 1st pick I think was part of the Pajarvi deal. So right here, as you guys can see, we're just re-signing all my players. Neil Yakupov still 78 overall. I don't know why he didn't develop for me. It's kind of a piss off, really, because I was expecting him to be like, one of the players that would help us win the cup 5 or 6 years down the road, and he hasn't developed at all. I think he's gotten like 1 overall in the last 3 or 4 years, which is really a bummer. But hopefully we can do better. Next year we're gonna try and make a push for the playoffs. It'll be the 6th episode, but really only the 5th year. And I said I wanted to start making a push for the playoffs by the 5th or 6th year. So if we make the playoffs next year, that'd be good, or even the year after. And like I said, I have 9 seasons to win the cup because the first season I just simmed through. So this is the 4th season, like I said. So we still have about 5 more seasons, and hopefully we can win it. Right here, I'm just signing all the important guys. Matt Calvert's getting signed. Chris Stewart. I have a lot of defensemen. I just signed. Decide to sign because a lot of guys were like older and the same overall as somebody that was younger. So I decided to go with the younger guy to give him more ice time, stuff like that. I also decided, I decided to let go of Ryan Perrin. He's 81 overall, 29 years old. He's really just not going to be part of the future of this team. Dalton Thrower's like 80 overall now, I think, so he's going to become like a really good defenseman, or at least I hope he does. Rundblad I kept for now. Prode I kept. I think I let go of a few guys that were in the AHL that were getting like pretty old. Obviously, we signed Dougie Hamilton. Right here we're at the free agency, and I decided to sign Barrett Jackman just to give us some good defense, 87 overall. As well as signed Zach Stortini, 83 overall right wing. He'll help on the 3rd or 4th line for toughness. Right here, Dennis Weidman, 85 overall defenseman. Both him and Jackman are older, but I needed to get a better defense core just to try to actually make a push for the cup, get my overall higher. As well as signed a better backup goalie in Mike Smith, 84 overall, and then I added one more defenseman, Mark Finn, 82 overall, 29 years old, so he's a bit younger. And as you guys can see, right here is our team. It's looking pretty good. Right there's all the different defense. We're actually looking like a pretty solid team now, like I said. Hopefully we can make a push for the playoffs. We have yet to make the playoffs. And as you guys can see right there's the AHL team. A lot of good prospects. Tanner Glass is down there because I didn't re-sign him last year since, I didn't re-sign him, and since no one signed him to free agency, that's where he went or something. I forget exactly how it works. Right there I was just looking at Edom's stats. Well, I got Austin Watson down there. A lot of good players. Bo Jenner ends up being a pretty good player as well. So there's our stats, guys. 93 offense, 91 defense, 85 goalie. So hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you do, please leave a like to let me know. And besides that, guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.